EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. This fielded at the 2. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Wentz. Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wentz to throw on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Ajayi. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 4. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, here's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know that.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
11. Ready. 25. Ready, go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
21.
Third and long. It's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
22.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And they'll get this one down to about 9. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now the pitch to Freeman. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he fires one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Hey, let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. And out come the Eagles. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Shorty.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
Let's go.
They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into big.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
39. 21. Like 25.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. Like 25. Let's go.
From the gun, Ryan. And he fends him off. Flush to his right. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Hey, gun. Ready. Back 25.
On first down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Ryan on second down. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. They run again with Ajayi. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now it's a Johnny, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go, 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 68 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Getting it out right side to Sanu. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
21.
They toss to Freeman. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
And he's got Sanu. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. Hey, stop.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. buying time to his left. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The give is to Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Finding room inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you're...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So out come the Falcons now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. He's going to go up top again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A give to Elliott. And an alley to run. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy. Now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will